All right, welcome everybody to the stream. Welcome. We are here. It's Friday. We did our social media post yesterday. It's playing up in our right-hand corner there. But we will go over it here shortly. But thought I would just jump on, talk about a couple things, and then go from there. So we've got more things going on. We've got lots of potential things happening. We've got just kind of like across the board, stuff's going on and working on different things, and it's kind of a jumble. It's kind of a jumble mess at the moment, but it's a beautiful mess because it's my mess. Anyways, so we've got after this weekend, we finally got our setup for our SCBWI presentation that we're going to be doing on November 15th. Going to start putting that out there for people so that they can hopefully come by and watch the presentation. I'm sure at some point we're going to work on that here live on stream because I don't know quite what I'm doing yet. I might put together like a slideshow presentation of some sort, maybe something like that. Like I said, I haven't quite figured out exactly what I want to do. Most of it I want to just wing it and just talk about things, but we will probably be working on that on stream at some point soon, definitely before November. I'm gonna sneeze. Too early a stream for sneezing. Oh well, get them out early, I guess. Anyways, we also have in October on the 9th through the... That is not correct. It is not the 9th through the 10th. Snafu is 3 days long. What days are they? Shoot. Hopefully I put that right on my thing. October 9th, 10th, and 11th. There we go. Fix that real quick on my calendar. So we will be at the Sierra Nevada Anime Fans Unite convention here in Reno, Nevada at the Reno Sparks Convention Center from October 9th through 11th. It'll be really fun. Got news that my mother will also be at that convention. She will be in the vendor section with my daughter, and they will be working on selling some of their crafts and stuff like that. So that's exciting. We could... Now that we know that that's confirmed, we can actually play around a little bit with some ideas on maybe some kind of like stamp rally or something like that. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We still have tentatively a possibility for Nevada Day over in Carson City at Bub's Bookstore. Still waiting for confirmation on that. We are waiting for the Debbie Smith High School in their Winter Wonderland to send out their stuff. That's a possibility as well. And then in December, we will possibly be back at the Reno Public Market. Probably definitely be back for that one. That one's pretty easy to get into. It's really nice. But yeah, those are our guarantees, Snafu and SCBWI, our possibilities, those three events, and then hopefully if I get my shit together, maybe even today a little bit, I've got letters to write, or I've got people to contact, emails to send out, emails to our local, another local bookstore called the Radical Cat. I guess people have actually been going in and requesting our book at their shop. So they said, well, have the author, contact us. So I was like, okay, well, I will send in a request again. I do need to send in something for Barnes and Noble. So we may be working, like, depending on what I want to do today. If I get carried away with our illustration stuff that I want to do, I might just work on that all day, or I might swap over and see if I can play with my original letter that is no longer, it's not relevant, it's not up to date. There we go. It needs to be updated and rewritten and made better. So those are the plans and the ideas today. So let's talk about our video this week, since it's just about ready to repeat. Hey, how about that? All right. We worked on this a little bit on Wednesday, so if you were here and you got to see it, huzzah. You got to see me go through the process of trying to figure out all of the pieces here. We didn't quite get it finished on stream on Wednesday, so I had some time to put the finishing touches on it that evening and get it all worked out. So yeah, it is, if you noticed, we'll go back here real quick. Our little screen here, our little setup. This is our thumbnail for our YouTube video that we are going to be putting out on Saturday. So if you haven't gotten a chance or didn't know, I had an opportunity to work with my good friend Sage, Basil Voss, and he narrated the reading of my first book, and I loved it so much that I wanted to put together a video for it. I wanted to get it put out there on YouTube over on the children's side of the channel and stuff like that. Just to see if it resonated, to see if it has any weight, if it carries anything. Just wanted to try it out. It was one of those things where, and I know I've talked about it before, and our good friend Sage was in here before and we've talked about it, but it was just a random happenstance circumstance that put it together, where I just happened to go over to his stream when he was streaming, and he was wondering like what everybody had been up to, and I told him that I had been working on these books and he wanted to see a sample. Well, luckily I had a sample over on my website, and he went through and read the sample, and there was something just magical about the way he read it. Like he has that perfect voice, almost like a radio voice. Like there are some people that when you hear them, you're like, oh yeah, you would be really good in this medium, like this would be perfect. And he just had that tone and the kind and the care in his voice, and I heard it, I felt it, and I was just like, I wonder if we could put something like this together. It's not going to be the greatest, cinematic production in the world, but maybe it doesn't have to be. Maybe it can just be this cool like reading, and it could be simple, and it could be, it's free in that way. Maybe it can just be that. Maybe this cool thing that we worked on together, and it satisfied everything that I wanted just for myself. So regardless of whether or not anybody really enjoys it or likes it, it was something really special for me. So yeah, I'm hoping that essentially I kind of did it selfishly just for myself, is what it comes down to. But I'm sharing it with the rest of the world because I think it's kind of cool. I really enjoyed like figuring out the pieces of it, putting it together, collaborating with a friend. It was just really cool. So yeah, that'll be coming out this Saturday. So let's go ahead and go through our video here. We get our little picking of the book off of the shelf here. You guys got to see that on Wednesday. We had that filmed, put together. We talked about earlier in April when we actually showed off this project as well. So we had essentially had all of it done, the whole video done by April. I had done all the color corrections live on stream, done all of, figure out how to export it correctly, get it all set up, all those things. So it was almost in its final state, but like with most things in life, especially when you're doing creative things, perfectionism, self-doubt, all of that kind of creeped in, and I held on to it. I had a few things that I ended up doing to it, like our end card that I put onto the video so that we have credits, and then we can thank the people that helped us on the project. And then we also had, which I realized I probably should have added one more person on there. I do not have time to fix that, unfortunately. And then our thumbnail, which I worked on yesterday after stream, or on yesterday? Yeah, yesterday while we weren't streaming, because we needed a cool thumbnail to kind of match what everybody else kind of puts out there. So, but yeah, we previewed out kind of the work that we had done in April, but it just kind of got stuck in limbo a little bit. It took me a little bit of time I really just wanted to put it out there, but I kept thinking like there's a perfect time where it needs more stuff, and I think I just finally got to the point where I'm like, let's just put it out there. I can continue to mess with this for days, months, years, whatever it is, and it may never exist. And I don't want all of this hard work that we did to essentially go to waste and not do anything. So yeah, that's why this Saturday we will be debuting that video. So okay, moving on through our social here. We got our little patch and buttons here. Yep, we were talking about it wasn't quite finished. Needed a few extra details, needed a few things. Now they're reading together. We're finally ready to release our first video over on YouTube. So if you didn't know, if you come to these streams and if you watch any of this stuff, if you miss like today's stream or any of the other streams and you want to go back and check any of those out, they are all archived over on my YouTube channel. I'm a weird person in that way where if I have the opportunity to create a record of all the things that I've done or that are happening, kind of like a performance art essentially, then I do that. So everything, all of our 186 episodes that we've done so far are all over on the YouTube channel, so you can go back through and check them all out. A lot of videos to go through and watch, but good stuff in there, not so good stuff in there, silly stuff, weird stuff, I don't know, just it's all over the place. We don't really, like, as much as I want to like make this into, I don't know, something, I don't even know what that something is. Anyways, I'd like to keep it free form. I like to be able to change and do something different, or like today, just talk about stuff and not necessarily work on things quite yet. We'll get to that, but yeah, maybe even throw in some games in there every once in a while, change up some of the formats, who knows. It's all about the creative process and on the creative side of everything, so that's what we're doing here. But all of that can be seen over on the channel. We also post all of the weekly social media things that I put together over there as well. So cataloging all of that. But yeah, so this will be our first foray into the kids section of YouTube. So I'm a little nervous to see how this all goes because my channel is not 100% set up to be kid friendly in some ways. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. So I think the way that works is for kids YouTube is that it will only show the content that is associated with the kids YouTube part of, or the videos that are set up as kids only. So it won't show any of the other stuff like the stream where I cuss on it, because I don't like, this is who I am. So it'd be interesting to see what happens with that. It's a whole different side of everything, and it has its own rules and everything. And yeah, we're experimenting with the different stuff and seeing what happens. But, that'll be, so what we have set up right now is the video is set to premiere on Saturday morning at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you live in a different time zone, I've got the three like main ones here in the US. Otherwise, you'd have to do some conversions for anybody that lives anywhere else in the world. So that'll be the time that it comes out Saturday. It will be a premiere, so it will actually have like a countdown timer that goes with it, and then when it goes live, I'm supposed to be in chat to be able to answer questions live and talk about things live on there. So like I said, trying new things, seeing how things go, and going from there. So it's only a 5-minute little video, a premiere video. So it's not like a whole bunch of time to interact. So I don't know if the time continues afterwards or not. Like you can keep chatting. I don't know. I don't quite know how it all works. We're gonna figure it out. We're playing with stuff. But yeah, any time after that, you can view the video. You don't have to be there for the premiere or anything like that. But yeah, we did some talking on Wednesday with some of our people that come into our channel here, and kind of came up with the idea of doing it early so that it hits as many different times as we possibly can. Maybe so that some kids can pick it up and see it and might be worth something. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. We're throwing spaghetti at the wall here. We're just trying it out. Anyways. Let's see. Moving on through our video. That's right. We go through and we thank our friend Basil for lending his vocal talents. You can find his Instagram channel here. Basil Voss. If you need the QR code, it's on the screen. You can also go find that video on my socials and snag the QR if you need it. Or you can just see his name at Basil Voss. Right there. Very good friend. Very kind soul. Highly recommend. And then we put the book back. That's the way books work. Anyways, yeah. There we go. That was our social media video for the week. That's what we've got going on this weekend. It is the first time that I've kind of like setting something up. Well, I guess like the books and stuff like that is set up for future times, but this is the first time in the weekly videos where I'm talking about something that hasn't happened yet. Normally I'm like recounting things that I've done or stuff that's been going on, and stuff like that. So this is a little bit different. We are exploring new territories today. Maybe that's part of the reason why this video didn't come out, because I was worried about exploring all these different places all at the same time and didn't know where they were going to go. I don't know. Kind of weird. Anyways, okay. We got our video, our thumbnail all set up for Saturday. So that's not what we're going to work on today. We are actually going to go back and have some fun working on our witch hats character today, our little cosplay, because I was having fun with that and I'm ready to get back into it and play with it some more. So yeah, that's the plan. Okay, I'll probably stop talking as much now. I gotta figure out got his arms up most times. We need to find a good image of another image of Queefrey. Queefrey? Queefrey? I think it's Queefrey. We need a more like... Yeah, they put his arm up a lot. Okay, so if we put his arms down... I think we need to make a change here. Eventually need to do... Make a little loop like this, but we need to connect it in the middle with this gold. Needs to be lower. This needs to be down. Down in here. You know what? This isn't working. Essentially need... Goes up pretty high. May need to change part of this. That out. This will need to go up like this, which means this will need to go down here. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna have to move his hands here for the moment. This is here instead. Hard part is that he's got okay. That's a little bit better. We just need to make this thicker somehow. I don't want this to be too big. It's got a little tassel that comes off the front of it as well. It's got giant buttons on his jacket part. Somehow we need to make this much bigger than it is. Ooh, maybe something like that? Let's move this off of the shoulder a little bit here. let's see what we can do with that. I'm gonna go one dot there. Actually, no, we need two. One more there. Let's see, do I want... That'll work. I'll put a shadow on there so that it works better. So the question is, goes up, folds over the ropes. Got ropes underneath there, and then it goes into the long part of the... Maybe something like that. So let's do a little experiment here. It could be probably more exaggerated is what it could be. Possibly. Should have 4 of these. 2, 3, 4. Add some more detail to those. This is probably the hardest one I've done so far. The character is so much different than anything that we've played with before. This one's hard. What we'll do is we'll take this, paste it, split it like this. We will get rid of these ones. We'll swap this that at the moment. Drop it behind. That is gray. Doesn't look like the right gray. Okay. It's not bad. It's not bad. Okay, so what we're going to do, I think, I'm going to take this, put that there, it'll let us. Perfect. Then we are going to take well, let's see if that works the way I want it to work. Yeah, we get a bigger gap there, which is good. It's starting to look too much like his color though. I can't go too dark, I can't go too light. No, now they match. How does this work? It's generally like two planes going into each other. It could be a little bit flatter. Oh, the quail are outside. And the bunny's out there. Yeah, it's alright. It works. It's gonna work. Gonna work. Let's see if we can see the quail out there on the screen here. They're out there. See them putzing around out there? Just little guys. Going up to get some food from the feeder. I can hear them. We have our back door open. I can hear them doing their little calls. Oh, hoo 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 hoo. Like little owls. Okay, I think that works pretty good. Pretty happy with that. I like the way this wraps around. Interesting part. The little hands here. So we have a little pocket now. You can even expand that out. Okay, let's play with that a little bit here. We need to get this. We need to get all this stuff together. This, these 3, 4, that thing, that thing, that thing. Let's group those together. We'll grab this too. Copy. Paste. Select. Okay, perfect. Okay, not too bad. I wish I could shift it over to the right a little bit, but our centers are a little off here from each other, which is okay. Okay, so put that in there. And this. Need to wrap it out and around. So we need to pull this color. This is going to be the interesting part because we need to put this behind and in front of. So how are we going to do this? Needs to be behind. Okay, maybe it can't be. Maybe it just has to be up top. Okay, so he's got tight sleeves. Go up all the way to like here. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah. Okay, that should work. Okay. Okay, so done a good job so far. Let's fix. Next part we need to do is fix this, which needs to be broken up into 2 pieces. Let's copy this. Paste this. We'll do the same thing. The lettuce. That. Okay, now we got the crossover. We are going to do a little bit of a bend on this. Might do a lot of a bend on this. Exactly why I don't use Spectrum. They are constantly working on their boxes out here. As if their stuff never works. Go figure. Okay, so little belly is showing here, which is not, I mean, it's not what we want, but come on, thank you. Okay, so I've got that down there. Almost want to add a couple more of these guys in here. I don't know if it's gonna work or not. Maybe just one more set. Kind of look like they have a point, but they're not pointed, they're just crossing each other. Looking at some other examples here, see if we can find something that kind of clears it up a little bit. Should just go grab. Daughter has the manga in her room. I should go grab that. I missed one of my bricks, didn't I? Shoot. Oh well. Happens. I really do need to get my bot to let me know when those are coming up. Yeah, it looks like they cross over each other right above the collarbone. So we're in the right place with what we're doing here. Might have a little curve, might make this a little bit better. Problem is, do that. I have to drop this down. Then curve these up. Hope it doesn't break everything. These went the other way. Hey, Alex, thank you for subscribing. Your tier 1, appreciate it. Move this down. I'm gonna move this one down. Curve it a little bit more. Something like that. should work. Oh, thank you for putting your points towards our treat for Sora. Appreciate that. We got 9 days left. We got 34%. We'll probably have to extend that out, but it's not showing me who's in here right now, which is kind of weird. Let's do this one. This one. No, not this one. Oh, what a day is correct. Come on, stop clipping into that same spot. What? That right there. I'm gonna fix that later. There we go. Now we're slightly more centered here. We're gonna go ahead and save that so I don't forget. More than likely. Yeah, more than likely is right. That's okay. I don't mind extending those things. It's all for funsies. Okay, so we're gonna need this. Gonna need to put a circle. We are going to need to grab, let's just go ahead and grab. Grab this triangle. Make it tiny. How's it going today, Alex? How you doing? Hopefully everything's going good with you. Surviving, yes. That is a common thing to have to do, yes. Okay, got his little tassel on there. Got his buttons. Got glasses. We need to work on the detail for the hats a little bit here too. But as far as like getting the bases put together, pretty close. And then we gotta fix his hair because his hair is not right at all. It's not even close. And we can come back and do a bunch of detail work if we need to or want to. So we need to, a new job opportunity might open up here in a couple months and I'm hoping I get it. Oh, at the same place or somewhere else? A new job or a new position? Nope, I'm not happy in the slightest with the dealership, and it's affecting my mental health. This would be a warehouse job that pays way more. Oh, okay, cool. Not a bad thing. Hopefully it works out. Warehouse jobs are tough. They can be really hard to do. Especially like Amazon or something like that. Those ones are rough, I hear. I have prior warehouse experience. Wouldn't be hard to transition back into it. Okay, that's good. As long as it makes you happy and you're not killing yourself for it, then it's all the better. I know it's hard to make those transitions in life. I don't care about happy when it comes to a job. I just don't want to hate it. I mean, that's... You're picking sides of the spectrum. You're like, I don't want the... You don't want either of the two extremes. You want the thing in the middle, sounds like. Which I feel is pretty realistic. Yeah, I would agree. That is fairly realistic. Whether or not it's attainable, that's another question. That is the hard one to answer. Don't get me wrong, I love a job about something I'm passionate about and pays well, but that's not anything around here. Yeah, that is very common. I know that's why I went into construction early on, is because, well, everything went to kaputty at that time. So that's, I mean, that is one of the big reasons. That was during the market crash, 2006, 7, 8, whenever the hell that was. So that's why I went into construction, because my dad had his business, and then he started working for a company. So we had just moved back from college, and like literally while that was all happening is when it all went to crap. So you do what you gotta do to survive. But hopefully you can figure out something later on. I feel like I'm partially living proof of that at this moment. I'm trying to, but life is depressing. It is. Trust me, kids let me know constantly and be like, "Dad's depressed." I'm like, "Oh, god damn it." I think I've done it too many times that they've all now recognized it as a feature, not a bug, and like, "Oh, god damn it." But sometimes I get into these spots where I think about this stuff and try to figure it out, and it's just hard. It's heartbreaking. It's all of the above things. And there doesn't always seem to be a right answer or an easy answer or anything like that. And that's tough. I wish people understood that. Try to do the best you can. That's about it. Okay, so got the hat done with the little ribbon that comes off of it. I think it has, no, it does not have that dark. Do I have any other examples of this ribbon? Like I said, I should have went and stole the daughter's manga off of her bookshelf in her bedroom. It's really, really long ribbon. Maybe it needs to go down further. Sometimes you can stretch them, sometimes you have to just move the points. There we go. It's not bad. I kind of liked it the other way. Maybe not that sharp, but close enough. Let's go ahead and save this real quick. Let's see. Okay, we need to work on this hair. Are we good? We can do details on the glasses and everything else afterwards. Belt is in. Might change that a little bit. Such an interesting design. Alright, let's mess with this hair. Because it's not right at all. Might have to change how we style this. Weird song, we're skipping it. Might have to do. Oh, I know what we need to do. I know what we need to do. Need to cover up that one eye. Ooh, so what does that mean? What are you going to do with your workbox then? Keep it? Sell it? keep it. Might sell some tools, but not the box. Makes sense. Those boxes are expensive. Okay, we're on the right track here. I guess we could technically cover up that whole eye of his on that side. That would work. Technically. Yeah, you can't give away your monster energy cabinet. That's important to keep. Where else are you gonna store your monsters? Like giving away free storage. Yeah, see, exactly. I know what's going on. Let's get rid of this one. There we go. That's a little bit better. Play with some of the details here a little bit. Let's see. Still got about 25 minutes before the break time. I missed the first one. Let's do that. It's got a lot of layers in the hair here. Technically, we could do a bunch with that if we wanted to. Let me look at we could put in I think I would have to define it a little bit better than this, but I get the kind of idea of what I'm looking for. So we can create layers in the hair without having to do layers in the hair. What I mean by that, we extend our shadows like so. Now we've created depth and a few more layers here without having to do crazy shadow things, light and dark stuff. We'll do the same thing on the other side. We'll probably add a few more, maybe one more set of layered pieces up higher. We'll do like one here. And then maybe we'll do one kind of. Something like that. Sometimes you want to mock something up and then you want to back out from your drawing, go farther out just to see what it looks like, make sure it fits what you're trying to do. That one's good. Yeah, that'll work. Because he's got fluffy. He's a little bit fluffy. You can even like, so this is the cool thing about making these, like, it's almost like a little leaflet. You can make a second one, kind of scale it around a little bit, try to get a different shape-ish style. Just kind of depends. Go like that, but turn it. You can take it and you can like stuff it in underneath that one. You can make a little double layer out of it. Do you do the image flip thing? What is this image flip thing that you talk about? That you speak of, my friend? Or you just take one side and put it on the other side? Are we talking about like when you watch other artists online and they flip it back and forth when they're working on it? Mirror the whole image to find things you didn't see otherwise. It depends. So for this type of style that I'm working on, it is imperfect, but that's the point, right? Like when you look at picture books and stuff like that, especially like hand-drawn ones, the imperfection is what you're looking for. So as much as I like copy and mirror across certain things, so like if we look at his jacket here that we built earlier, this is a mirror image, left and right are a mirror image. So I built the left side and I was like, oh, that's gonna work, and then I turned it and flipped it over onto the right side. But the thing that I changed was, because his arm positions was different, I changed the arc of the inside of the cape, and then I shortened this whole thing. So sometimes you do the mirror thing and you flip it so that it's, you know, copies of each other, but then you make it imperfect by changing it just a little bit so that it feels more natural, more realistic in that way, more in tune. Because the funny thing about like our brains is we notice inconsistencies. Even if we're not conscious of it, our brains and our eyes notice those things. It's always looking for danger, and if it can see things that are like too perfect, that's where you get that what is it, that one effect that happens. It's a trick of the brain that happens where your brain looks at something and goes, something's wrong with this and I don't trust it because of it. Yeah, the uncanny valley. That's when people try to make, you know, like the eyes too big, or when they take a human face and they cut it down the middle and they make it perfectly symmetrical by flipping it. Our brains look at it and go, nope, that's wrong. That's not, nope, and then it will slowly work its way into like an anxious state because it knows something's wrong, but it doesn't always know how to discern what that is. So I always try to play, if I do like flip things back and forth, like even our hair that we just worked on here, I really liked how the left side had these little flares that came out. They looked really cool. So I duplicated that object, the hair, and then I flipped it and I matched it on the right hand side, but then I cut out all the rest of this stuff because his hair is not symmetrical. One side's higher and one side's lower compared to our images here because he likes to cover up that one eye of his, the one dark eye. So I just combined the two objects once I got it right, and then even after that I took these pieces of hair over here and I changed them. Oops, not like that. I took and I just pulled them and adjusted them just slightly so that they are similar but not exactly the same, so that they are able to fit within that that same thought, same idea. So that's why like we have a double little thing over here and only one wing on this side. That's why I'm not duplicating this shape of this shadow. I'm going to do this shape on my own over here by hand, because then it'll give it the look it needs to have, the look and the feel, the presence. It'll fit more. It'll be inconsistently consistent. Welcome to the world. The random nature of our world. Inconsistently consistent. You know what? I'm gonna go up here this time. That's kind of why I do a lot of this artwork and stuff like by hand, is because then I can be more inconsistent like that. Kind of like dealer's choice. Get to make it up as I go. Okay, it's not Part of it's working, part of it is not working. Somehow this one worked really well. Still not hitting correctly. Something's wrong. Something's not. Nope, that's not right either. Okay, so this one does not work the way I have intended. Let's go. Let's try something different here. Nope, that's wrong. That was a good question. Thank you, Alex. Appreciate that. I don't think when people think about art, they think most things are perfect. And a lot of times they don't realize that it's not always about being perfect. Sometimes it's a lot about being imperfect. Or finding the balance between perfect and imperfect. That's generally how that works. So, just depends. Yeah, I think that's too wide, too high. When I hear about image flipping, it's to find a bad layer that they were blind to because they've been staring at it for too long or something. Oh, yeah, that's probably, it's a common, probably what they're talking about is a common thing that happens a lot when you're working on digital, especially with a lot of layers. You inevitably draw on the wrong layer. That is something that happens a lot. I don't have to worry about that as much because my stuff is basically vector graphic, so I can actually go in and change it way easier than they can, where they're just drawing. So if I like want to take his hat and just take it apart or move it somewhere else, select all of it, just be like, oh, take his hat off. I can do that. I also put a lot of time into making sure that I have all my layers separated in a certain way. I can also use this, because I do it this way, I can use this to be animated as well. So it makes it a little bit easier once the layers are all separated that way. Fun fact, that is how the PNG tube models work. That's how the Vtube models work, is it's creative layering is what it essentially is separating all of the can be manipulated one by one. So flipping back and forth it does help be able to catch something that is probably in the wrong spot. Oh, I got disconnected from. Is that working now? There we go. Speaking of PNG tuber, yep, had to plug in my mouse because it was running out of power and it swapped over and did some weird stuff. Okay, I think we're getting close here. I really want to move this hair further down and cover up that eye even more, but I don't think that's 100% necessary. We kind of get the gist of what we're doing here. I'm looking at him like, did I do good? Did I cook a little bit on this one? Just a little bit. How far down does his coat go? That is the question. Okay, it doesn't go below his internal uniform. Those are about the same length, and his boots and stuff stick out at the bottom. Okay. I think that's about right. Make it a little bit more flowy. Move that up a little bit. Let's create. Yeah. I could do a little bit. Okay, so let's pause here where I finally caught it. Hey, look at that, I caught the break time coming up. Let's switch over to our assistant cam. We'll take a 3-minute break and then we'll come back and we'll keep working on this and doing whatever else we need to do. So stick around, we'll be right back. Okay, we are back. Yeah, move the camera just a little bit so we can get a better look at the sleeping Sora out there. All passed out on the deck, happy as pie. That's it, that's all I got for you. I don't know what else to say about a puppers like that. The old lady, getting slow. Big dogs are funny. Getting old. Okay, I think we have gotten to a spot. Oh no, I was going to fix that one. Do that one little thing down there. That's right. So I like this. Let's go ahead and copy this. We're going to combine these two. And then we're going to do a line that comes down this. Line that goes up. Like that. Stem this down. Why does it feel weird? Here we go. Like that. And then we can, this is where we can do the duplicate thing. We're going to duplicate it, we're going to reflect it across, and we're going to put one of these on the other side. But we're going to change it a little bit, whether or not we squeeze it in and down a little bit, or maybe we'll pull the points in just a hair. Change how they look just a little bit. Okay. This way the cape has a little bit more flow to it, just a little bit, not a lot of bit, just a wee little bits. Perfect. Yeah, something like that. It's got a little bit of flow to it. And I'll even make it so that we can take this guy. Do that. I want these points. There we go. Soften it up by rounding things off just a little bit there. Okay, so now we should be able to go in and do some detail work here. Come on. Okay. In order to make sure that these are perfectly round, since we manipulated this earlier, we're positioning it, copying, pasting it, or copying, deleting the stuff, and then pasting it back down so that it is correct. Okay, get that roundy down. Just gonna do this one. Nope. Okay. Let's see. What do I want to do here? This made sense. Some details here on his crescent moon that we can put in. 5. 5 triangles on it. Could technically don't know where the circle is though. We'll just forward in. That's fine. It's fine. I realize my mistake now. That was not centered. Okay. Oh, I got it all screwed up now. That was supposed to be there. That's why it's not landing up. Somewhere closer like that. Yeah, that'll work better. I don't want to go too crazy with the details. I know he's got little details on the nose piece too, but I don't know if I want to mess with those a little bit, I guess. And if we do a scale here, we'll keep it perfectly centered. Let's just do one. And what we'll do is we'll put this on, we'll flip it to the needs to go the other way, but is it going to interact with his eyes too much? Not bad. Problem is the gold with his gold eyes makes it hard. That might be okay. Hey, Sonny, thanks for cheering with 1 bit. Appreciates it. There we go. Oh. Thank you for putting your points towards our assistant as well. Okay, so I think that works pretty good. We could add, since this is glass, this is, I don't know what that material is for the dark side. Dark side of the moon there. On the glasses, that's good. So we can add a little reflection model here. Let's do a little guy. White. Make it down to like 60. Let's get rid of that one. That down. Maybe they should go opposite? Okay, got a picture of him looking straight at us. Maybe we don't need the... It looks like that his right eye is actually blacked out with that, with those glasses. Doesn't have any real reflective ability. Okay. Let's get rid of those then. Because that side's just kind of flat. We could add, I mean, the shine is works-ish. We could do something different. We could blur it out too a little bit. If we really wanted to make it shiny. 69K buttons, yeah! I still gotta figure out some way for you to dump those somewhere. I don't know where though. Yeah, I know how reflective materials work, like glass. I've done this before, but I'm just gonna have to decide how much I want to do. Maybe they're too bright? Maybe down to like 40? Yeah, maybe. Okay, I think that's good. There we go. Only other thing I could do, I could add a little bit of it rolling over the belt. I don't know if that's going to be worth it or not, though. Sonny, Alex is going to need some love when you go visit him. He's thinking about quitting his job and moving back over to another one. You may need some friendly advice or cheering up, depending. When you go to visit. Gotta look out for our friends. Yeah, it sounds like it a little bit. He's going through it. He's working on life and trying to get things figured out. I know it's hard right now. Fucking sucks right now sometimes. Pardon my language. But also don't pardon my language. It's true. We just ran into some of that with Jerf going to college and some of the stuff that they changed and that actually made it more expensive. So monies that we had planned to give him ended up not being enough. So we ended up having to make a little adjustments to make it all work. But stupid government screwing up all the things. I think it sucked because they, when he applied and got accepted, they had an estimation ability for what they thought each semester would be to pay for college. And then, fun thing, like 2 months before, or maybe even a couple months, maybe back in like April, they decided that the legislation that they passed was going to go into effect right before the new school year. So it changed everything. So I get it. I'm not without my sympathies though for Mr. Alex. I know he's trying to do his best. I need to check in and see how he's doing with his dad too. Do all the things. Try to do my best to keep up with everybody. I think pretty close. Pretty dang close here. So the way that folds. Yeah. I got it right. I've got it right. Dang close enough. Do we think the hat works good? Does it need to be slimmer? Doesn't look weird, slimmer like that. One more thing down here that I want to do. You know what? Let me get this color. Leaving the shift right now. Nice. Did you ever figure out if the Star Citizen bar thing was going to be open for everybody? That's probably a terrible thing to ask you while you're getting ready to drive out of work. Okay, there we go. If I go any further, I'll add too many details, and that won't do us any good here. So, I think we got it pretty dang close. What do we think here? Did we get on the money? Do we need more stuff? We did good. Done did good. I think we did pretty good there. Oh, just cracked my back. Ooh, that feels good. Oh, what is that? I saw on Instagram somebody found one of the old school 90s desks in a like antique shop / pawn shop. You know which one I'm talking about, the one with the metal arm that comes up with the desktop, but it's connected to the chair. And they did the thing where they sat down and they twisted and they popped all their vertebrae in their back both directions. Best chiropractic I've ever had in my lifetime, when I remember. I know where it's taking place and I've RSVP'd for it, although I haven't had to get tickets for it. I'm looking to see if there's a way to RSVP a friend as well. I know it was easier with the local one I went to. I have to hunt down the organizer. Yeah. Always worth shooting them an email and just double checking on that stuff. All right, cool. Cool. So I think that one, I think we're just about done with that one. Means we can start working on this one next. We could pull certain elements over from this one. Let's try to get this color just right. Okay, so we don't need, we're not gonna need the braids. Not gonna need. We need this. We do need the skirt. It's gonna need to be white. Or at least off-white. To change a bunch of this. Not gonna need all of that. Not gonna need. Oops. Need that. So the hat is white, but the skirt part is, the dress part is off-white. Bands on the arms, those are white. Got the neck piece comes in. That's going to be an interesting thing to do here. The arms are going to go to this color. Okay. We're gonna have to change her hair to blonde. It'll be 6 p.m. local time, which GP told me that's at 6 is when they wind down the PAX things in the main building or something like that. Gotcha. So it's like an after hours setup is essentially what it is. think this is wrong. I think this needs to be this color as well. And then the green goes over top of it. Come on. There we go. Okay, get part of this started. Change up the hair a whole bunch, but it'll get us kind of started here. Figure out how to do this bob and this weave style here. I don't think this is going to work the way I want it to. Kind of. Kind of really. Okay, yeah, it kind of works. Dang it. I was hoping it wouldn't work, but it kind of works. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to... I'm gonna have to figure out how this works. Okay, so technically I should be able to... These three things combine it. Yes. Okay. Need some work, but we get the basic idea here going on at the very least. Basic ideas. Definitely gonna have to play with those way more. The heck did I just hear out there? Or flopping around? I think she's flopping around out there. Okay. We've got about 2 minutes, 30 seconds before our last ad break here. Don't think we're gonna get much else in time. Much done in time today. I would love one last thing, but I don't know if we're gonna get it in time. I'd like to figure out how to. Okay, at least get the idea of what we want in the bag here. One minute, we're going right up against the clock here. Something like that. Something. It gives us the base, something to start with, and then we can modify and go from there. So yeah, let's swap over to our assistant cam outside. See how Sora's doing out there. Still holding down the deck. Good. Switch to here. We'll do our 3-minute ad break, and then we'll come back and we'll roll up our stream for the afternoon. So yeah, stick around. We'll be right back. All right. Welcome back from our break time there. We have done it. We've done another 3-hour show here today. Got to have some fun. Talked about a bunch of stuff at the very beginning. Good question by Alex earlier. Worked on our couple more characters here. Still trying to figure out what we want to do with them quite yet. Don't quite know. I think we thought about what were we maybe some ACOs or something like that. We'll see. But yeah, I will be back on Monday for our next stream here. Gonna keep going, keep doing this stuff. Hopefully people find us at some point and can jump on, ask some more good questions like Alex did. I'll do my best to keep interacting with people online and seeing if they want to come by and say hi and ask some questions. I know I had one person that I talked to. I was just like, if you can't find a group for, you know, your illustration, you know, because they were looking for critique. I was like, come on by the stream. We could throw it up on here. We can talk about all the stuff. That'd be fun. As long as you don't mind it being up for everybody to see kind of thing. I'd be happy to do that. So we'll see. We'll keep going, doing the things we're doing. But thank you, Sunny, for being in here. I know you're on your way home. Thank you, Alex, for being in here. And I think that was about it. So that's what we had today, which is fine, which is good. Got lots of work done today, so fun. I will, like I said, I will be back on Monday. We'll have more stuff to work on. I know we only worked on character things and stuff today. We've got things to write. Hopefully I gotta figure out what my time frame is coming up here soon, as far as when we're going to start working on illustrations for book number 4. So stay tuned for that. Check back in. We should be getting to work on that pretty soon here. I'm hoping. I also got to pick a date. I got to pick a date for when it's going to come out. I don't know if I've picked that yet. I don't know. Lots of things to figure out. Lots of things to work through. So have a wonderful weekend. And then I will see you all on Monday. Bye, everybody.